What's up guys, Johnson here, and today I have another ranked gameplay for you guys. This is a trio ranked gameplay alongside my friends Bro Fox as well as Rich XJY, and I'm playing once again my favorite so far in this season, Yu Zhong. But let's get right into the gameplay, talking about our team composition. First, we have a very interesting composition. We have 3 fighters. Zhou is acting as the tank. We have a fighter Chou. We have a fighter myself, Yu Zhong. We have a mage, Sicilian, as well as an assassin Ling. Enemy team has a more standard team composition. They have a tank, or 2 tanks, Tigger as well as Akai. They have a fighter Stamos, a marksman Mia, as well as a mage Kagura. So interestingly, what I will say here is I was loading against Akai, and what you will notice is Akai is running, Retribution. He has Assassin Emblem, so it's just really weird if you ask me. But anyway, I'm gonna try and get the Akai. Fortunately, couldn't get him. I'm not gonna dive it though, but he got really low, and I was able to get a very clean wave in. And after that, I'm just gonna take the jungle, or actually hit the tower for some extra gold. Go ahead and do more damage. So as you can see here, this, apart from a normal build, I actually went for warrior boots because going against Akai. And sooner or later you'll find out that even though it doesn't look like the enemy team has a lot of crowd control, Mia with that root is really annoying. And that root itself is so important that if you get rooted by it, you can actually, lose the ability to do your job as a jungler or as a side laner to gank the marksman just because you get rooted. Not great because our mid laner already got killed by the enemy side lane. And look at this Akai with his full HP, which is not great. Gonna immediately activate Vengeance. I don't want to die here. Now of course, because he has jungle and Assassin Emblem, he's not tanky at all. Obviously, the shield generated is also based on HP, and he doesn't have a lot of that either. So I was able to get a very clean kill as he tried to engage onto me because he used his jump already. I was immediately able to cut the wave. I see Tigger coming around the corner. Not gonna fight even though I have my ultimate. Link's gonna take the crab right here. I'm gonna let him do that. Doesn't really matter to me, because for Yu Zhong, what you really need to do is to get the wave. It doesn't really matter if you get jungle or not. It's just, if you have time, just get him. But of course, I always try to prioritize ganking because this will help my late game here, the team late game, to actually snowball harder, which is way more crucial than myself getting farm, because Yu Zhong doesn't depend that much on farm, but a lot more on the leveling. Gonna get stunned here, and lost quite a lot of HP. But since I have Vengeance, I'm not too scared once again. I got pinned here. We can see I managed to heal up. That was alright. But I will be very careful as I try to heal up. As I'm aware, Tigreal, unbeknownst to me obviously, is hiding. Tried the ultimate immediately but got stunned. And it's way too much damage. Unfortunately gonna die here. Too much crowd control. Obviously I wouldn't have died here otherwise, but it's unfortunate. Should have immediately ulted, but nothing much I could do here. Checking on the gold, the enemy team actually is slightly ahead, and the marksman is actually pretty well farmed, way more farmed than Ling. I am pretty farmed, but it doesn't really matter because I really need the leveling more than the gold. And while we can see that our Chou is actually 0-2-0, which is pretty annoying honestly, but hey, I myself am a player of Chou. You need to play very well You need to know what you're doing. If not, this Chou is just gonna feed. He's not like any other fighter, just jump in and do shit. And obviously this Chou doesn't know what he's doing. So, which is not great. He's losing to Osamus very badly. And he's gonna take him last hit. Sure. So here I got rooted. Immediately use my vengeance. I really wanted to jump in, but I didn't have my ultimate, so I'm not gonna take the risk. I'm gonna trigger my passive because that's my main source of healing. I really need it for me to stay anything. And Chou is just gonna get caught. Can't do anything. Kick the Thamus. I'm not sure what the hell it's doing. I do manage to get the Thamus. But Mia's gonna get the Chou. Gonna try to go into this Mia right here. Unfortunately, when Mia uses ultimate, it goes invisible. I don't manage to get the last hit, which is very annoying, honestly, and I get killed right here. This is very annoying, and Tigro managed to get away as well. This is super annoying because, you know, I supposed to get the Mia. God damn it! I literally auto on the Mia. I was an equal farm, and I didn't get it, which is very annoying. It just pushed us even further back because Mia is currently sitting at 201. Well, none of our team has any idea what they're doing. We are not doing great, obviously. Chou has rotated to defend top, which is alright, I guess. I ping for the turtle, but nothing's gonna happen. Our team is too far away. I'm gonna clear this wave as well since Ling hasn't arrived yet. Chou is gonna be in a tough spot. I have no idea what he's doing, and he's gonna die once again. What a useless Chou. Ling actually jumped in to follow up. I am not entirely sure what I want to do here, but I need to go after the marksman. But I do not have ultimate. You can see the amount of damage dished out by Mia here. I'm very low. I should be able to ult in, but I don't want to take the chance. I want to go for the marksman immediately as marksman has already used ultimate. So I do manage to get the kill onto Mia, but I'm just gonna back out now because I do not have the assassin emblem with killing spree. I'm not gonna overstay my welcome, even though I do have the fighter emblem with undying will, which makes me even more painful to deal with when I'm low HP. But that being said, I'm not gonna overextend it. Once again, it's really annoying because Mia is still very firm. We still need to aim the Mia, but it looks like I'm the only one going after Mia because you can see from right here why Jawhead is not supposed to be a tank. I like to use gameplay examples to prove my point. Yes, everyone thinks it's meta, but honestly it's just popular. Gotta take the turtle first. It's just popular beliefs. Anyway, got the passive onto Tigro. Tigro actually pushed himself inside. This might be very tricky. Mia actually immediately went invisible. Unfortunately, I can't go for Mia because I do not have my ultimate and I will get slowed to the ground. So I have to try my best to go and get my heal instead. Going after the Kagura here. Kagura got hit. Gonna dive right in. Kagura use flicker. I'm not gonna have any problems here. Gonna get a kill. Unfortunately, Mia managed to get a lot of our team at this point, and it's actually a hit on farm. So as you can see, the amount of root is a bit insane. So I'm trying my best to escape, and it's probably not gonna happen. And I somehow managed to make it alive. Aka actually jumps on. He jumped all the way, and thank you to the shield from the turtle, I do manage to get away here. Very close call. Once again, our Jawhead is gonna get wrecked. Link's not gonna be able to do anything. Jawhead is great early on, but you just can't rely on him as a tank. But hey, sometimes you just need people to realize their things themselves for them to make their own opinions. As you can see here, I have already completed my first two items, which are crucial to Yu Zhong, Brute Force Breastplate as well as Bloodlust X. And after that, I am thinking of going for anti-Cuirass, which is different from what I will go to. And mainly because Mia is just a pain in the ass to deal with, and there's way too much crowd control from the root basically. I just can't catch the Mia. Once I ult in, Mia can just go invisible, and you know, I just can't get a Mia afterwards. I do manage to get the Bambus here, as we managed to gank all the way in. My enemy team is actually on the Lord right now, which is pretty interesting. I'm not entirely sure why they want to do that, but we notice they're doing it. So I want to go all the way in. Ling does take a detour though, and I'm not entirely sure why. But I'm just gonna ult in and try to find a Mia. Once again, Mia goes invisible. I have no clue where Mia is. And Cecilia does manage to get a kill onto this jungle Akai right here. But hey, we're just gonna take the Lord right now. We are very aware that other people are just gonna try and look for it. Chou does kick away the Tigreal here, which is great. And we just need to back off now because we don't have any important skills. But this Chou decides to wait around now. He's gonna take a lot of damage. I take a lot of damage as well. I take a full beating from everyone, literally. I use Vengeance. When our team, you know, just not ready to fight. Chou just does get the Ling. I'm sorry, get the Marksman. But he's gonna die as well. That's not gonna happen. Like, come on, dude. You obviously haven't played Chou that much. Or at least you just suck at him. So nobody asked you to do it, right? Just PSA to everyone. If you just can't play it, just because you think the hero is good doesn't mean you should pick it. You should pick it if the hero pool is something you're comfortable with, you can do well, and you must be able to somehow counter the enemy team. If you can't counter, that's about it. It's okay. You just need to know how to play properly against those counters, basically. Which is really annoying because he's the one dragging all of us down. Obviously, aside from the draft, which is not ideal, we basically have all melee except for Sicilian. We have nothing much to complain about the draft since we're already in the game, so I just hope that he'll stop feeding and just join us for key moments and get the marksman. Honestly, if he did it, it'd be so much easier for all of us. Gotta get all the way here, but I do manage to get out somehow because they do manage to turn it around, trying to go in right here, and I had no idea Mia was behind, which is interesting. We managed to get it, but Mia comes right from the back, and I get sniped. The invisibility for Mia is just, you know, I have no clue. Sicilian's gonna die as well. Chou, meanwhile, he's trying to push lane. We're having an all-out fight right there. Now Chou is just, you know, happily doing stuff out of sight. Chou, doesn't matter how well you play, if you position yourself well, doesn't matter. You don't have to out. You just need to be at the right position. And the marksman or the key damage dealer on the enemy team just won't be able to do damage safely. And just that's gonna be a lot of times good enough. As you can see from his controls, he definitely doesn't know what he's doing. Yeah, screw you. Anyway, back to that. We're in Mythic in ML. Just gonna talk a little bit about the game right now because I actually play League of Legends Wild Rift as well. And to be fair, even though I'm only a very lowly ranked silver because I haven't played much, I just completed placements. The experience is just incredible. This mythic level here is just, you know, at least people know what they're doing, and even in silver sometimes it's even worse here. So anyway, our team managed to jump on the Kagura, which is great. Mia's somehow at the back. I mean, I have no idea why the hell that happened. But our Chou is just kicking the wrong target, dying. Cician's gonna die as well because Chou kicked the fucking wrong target, and our Mia is just free roaming. I can't go in anymore because I already used my ult to chase one target. I had no idea Mia is. I just can't like find the Mia because Mia was invisible and came around the other side. Kudos to Mia, I would say, because good positioning and all for the most part is, and very nice ganky waiting for the team to do their engage and they just come around the other side. Very nice. Obviously with invisibility, it doesn't matter where I go, as long as it's not the right place, I just can't find it. And here Johe does manage a very nice engage. I got follow up. There's no way, you know, Damos is gonna escape here. And we're just gonna try and force it in. I still have my ultimate, so we are able to take Lord here if our team comes around. And Arkai comes around as well. I do get pinned to the wall here, and I do get ulted by everyone, interestingly. And we managed to get a kill onto this Tigger as well. I'm just gonna jump forward with my ultimate, get onto this Kagura, and we wiped out everyone except for the Akai. Ling tries to go in, unfortunately not gonna get it. But we're gonna push this lane. And you think, yeah, maybe we can end here, huh? But Mia and Thamus comes out. Chou gets killed. Oh, I mean, he gets really low. I thought he died, but hey. Do manage to get a knock up here. This one's trying to stack some passive here. Tossing stuff around. We can't get the Mia, which is very annoying because you can see here so much damage, but Ling does go on the Mia, which is amazing. Finding the right target at the right time. Thamus coming out in. Do manage to get it, but Chou is dead. Very annoying. Do manage to knock up. Gonna be a bit of trouble here, even use my vengeance. I unfortunately gonna die here. Too much damage from the Akai who is built Blade of Despair. Jesus. So anyway, as I mentioned, I think before, Yu Zhong actually gets countered quite a lot now because his healing and damage isn't just his healing is basically just really bad now. His damage is okay, it's the same as before. But since the passive is so much slower, you just can't do death defying things as crazy as before. You really need to be very careful, and anyone who has, you know, high damage or a boosted damage when you are low HP, it's just gonna shred on you. Talk about Roger, even the spell execute, Blade of Despair, anything that has end range damage or percentage HP base, just not gonna have enough of a HP bar to deal with, basically, because you function optimally at low HP because you need your healing, you need your damage. It's not gonna really happen. Our team just got engaged on, Chou's stuck. Anyway, at some other place. Mia already used Purify, so I know I can get it. Got a kill on the Mia. I unfortunately can't get on the Kagura. I'm gonna get poked to death if I do that. So this is why I'm stacking my passive on Isamus right here. I was hoping Johei would go into Kagura, but hey, I saw that Thamus is already very low, so I'm just gonna jump forward and get the next target. Johei gets a double kill onto the Kagura, which is great. And once again, we left the Akai alone, and you know, Chou died to fucking Akai again. But hey, excuse my profanity, but you know, it really is annoying when you have someone on the team who is really such a burden. Not that much to say here, but hey. Since only Akai was left, he's the only one in the jungle, which is very interesting. We're just gonna dive and take the blue buff as well. Once again, Lord is pushing down mid. As you can see in the middle, you probably would have noticed that I actually changed my boot choice. Obviously going against Akai, I went for warrior boots, and I have now using tough boots because there's way too much roots from the root and the damage from the damage from the Kagura is just way too much. Obviously Mia hurts like hell now, so I have already built up my Cuirass and going off for my blade armor. After that, I still need my damage because, you know, I need to get someone. Chou kicks the Tigreal, who is grossly out of position, which is actually a right thing to do in this case. But we're gonna go in. Look for opportunity. Ling actually ults in. He does get a kill. I'm going for the Mia right here. Mia already runs away, and this is kind of the issue right here. I can't get the marksman. If we got a marksman, it would have been an easy ending. But Chou just dies to the Mia, god damn it. And once again we are in a very awkward situation. We need someone to be able to do something. I'm not able to push in even further. Ling gets a kill onto Thamus, but he's gonna get out engaged on by the Akai. His immortality is popped on. We do manage to get the last few inhibitor turrets, but as you can see, since Mia is also basically at full build, it's gonna be really awkward. We do not manage to get the last one on that push. In the meantime, we have to go back to, you know, playing wave. I do need to get my Blade of Despair, so that's actually some meaning for me in terms of farming. But I just want to get some vision. Link actually went on to the Kagura, which is a great idea. Pardon. Because Kagura's out of position, once again, you know, at this stage, you shouldn't be alone clearing unless you're a bruiser, basically a fighter or you know, a tank. And you should be like one engage away, in general. Just because you're tanky doesn't mean you can do that, or just because you have high mobility doesn't mean you can do that. That makes sense. Once again, Chou is trying to push the wave, and honestly, I have no clue why he's trying to do that. Our waves are not paired up. He does kick the Akai. Akai immediately uses out. Chou's gonna die. You know, like what the fuck are you doing? Seriously, every time we just can't end because you know, just Chou decides to kill himself in some weird way, and we don't get the important thing that we're supposed to do. Right, I'm just gonna use my ultimate and get in, get the kills that I need. Unfortunately, not gonna get the Mia yet. But you know, yeah, use Purify. Zhong went all the way in. I can't do anything right here. Zhong is gonna die as well. Very, very annoying here. But Mia does get popped off with the immortality by Sicilian, which is great. But we still can't hit. We still have two people who literally can't push. With my blade armor, there's no way I'm pushing because I'm gonna end up tanking the tower, which is terrible. And Sicilian just went back. If you went and put some pressure on the enemy team, maybe we might have a chance to kill them off. But once again, we return to square one and look for another opportunity. At this point, Chou is already 110-4. We've lost hope in him, but we still need him to be there to do some damage because it's just really tricky to catch someone with, you know, not a real tank on a team. A terrible engage with if Chou actually. You're supposed to have a good time against marksman because you just dive the fuck out of them and they just die. But you know, that's not happening. At this point, Lord has come up as well, so honestly we can just take Lords since the enemy team actually has, you know, so many problems. Sicilian gets pinned here, do manage to get a knockout. Not gonna help too much though. And this is terrible. Once again, a horrible start. I'm pushing to this corner. I need to get my vengeance up. Immediately try and back off here. I'm trying not to use my ultimate here because you know, I'm trying to stall them as much as I can, but I want to prepare for the next fight. I'm super low at this point. And I still managed to save it and push off because we are not doing well in this fight. So I'm trying to save my ultimate for the next one. Link uses ultimate and try and get away. And immediately use recall. We do manage to get a Lord. But the enemy team is actually trying to push forward as we've already lost two of our members. There's bad positioning by Sicilian and Chou just being Chou. Link tries to do something. Gonna go immediately for the Mia once again. This time I do manage to get a hit, which I don't realize. But once again Mia uses ultimate and I can't see Mia anymore. I can't do anything. I'm not able to stop the Mia from recalling. So Mia immediately goes back to try and clear the wave, which is unfortunate. But I'm just gonna try and force out the immortality on this Thomas right where, which is not gonna happen because it's way too much healing. But now since the Lord is pushing all the way in, it's not gonna make a much of a difference. I'm gonna jump away from Akai's ultimate here. Mia immediately clears out the Lord, trying to take the base here, but it's not gonna happen once again. Zhong can't reach the marksman whatsoever. Gonna back off for now. I do have my ultimate in a few seconds and actually get a knockup onto this Mia right here. Gonna finally get the hit onto the immortality here. Now our team's gonna force the base, and eventually, after a lot of trials and tribulations, we finally managed to, you know, win. Like holy shit, this was way harder than it was actually supposed to be. Partly because Chou is just terrible, and partly because, well, our draft is terrible as well. As you can see, the enemy team basically just roll over us with a Mia. This is not supposed to be happening if our team actually picked properly and played properly. You can see our Chou is just 2-12-6. Basically no contribution whatsoever, which is terrible. But anyway, besides that, what I managed to realize, obviously, Yu Zhong is still very versatile. He falls off very hard late game, but as long as you try your best to engage at the right, you find the right engages and you go on the right targets. In this case, just go on the marksman. Who cares about the other people? Just go on the marksman, and maybe in some cases defend your team. You'll eventually be able to pull it off. Even though this was basically a 4v6 situation where Chou just fed everyone else. But anyway, beyond that, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. This is Jonathan signing off. I'll see you guys next time.